many cards, pal?
Give me 2. How many you take?
2 for you, and the dealer takes 1.
I bet 5 lovely rubies.
I see you 5, and I raise you 3.
You're bluffing.
Try me.
I'm in. What do you got?
Flush.
What do I owe you now?
To keep it simple, 500,000 Spanish doubloon, and $2.50 cash for your share of the matter.
For this? Where'd you get this?
3-finger jack.
Only 11 Spanish galleons? I think 3-finger jack is hustling us.
I don't think so. There's the rocks.
Okay, who goes over first?
How many times?
Once.
Go
See
away.
what?
Your dance. Always look good in basic black.
Wrong. Black 8 on a red 9.
Oh, thanks. Find anything?
Yeah, a couple of nosy sharks.
Hey, at least you had company. Any sign of the 11 galleons?
No.
Oh, you must have seen something down there.
Yeah, dead blonde.
Dead blonde. Was she pretty?
She's one blonde I know didn't have more fun. Coast Guard. It's a straight pass. Calling Coast Guard, over.
Straight pass. This is Coast Guard.
This is straight pass. Like to report a body floating off Fowey Rocks.
Is it a hazard to navigation? Is it a hazard to navigation?
No, just a dead wet blonde hanging around on a block of cement. Over and out.
Roger, straight pass.
Hazard to navigation.
These postmortems give me gas. And I think I had a brilliant future in pediatrics.
Okay, Jerome, okay.
She was dead before she went in. Hardly any water in her lungs.
What killed her?
A knife with a long, narrow blade. Driven in under the breastbone up into her heart, and then it was pulled out.
Anything else turned up in the autopsy?
No, except that she never delivered any babies, though she definitely had relations with men. She would have made a natural mother.
Is that all?
Mm-hmm. What a pelvis. What a pelvis.
Dumping people in cement. That went out with violin cases.
Whoever did it had no reason to expect she'd ever be found.
Whoever did it doesn't know much. He dropped her where 11 Spanish galleons sank in a hurricane in 1591, loaded with silver and gold.
Ma, why don't you just hand him the maps? Buy him a scuba suit.
Things slow on the Vice Squad, Reuben? You can go off and play games?
I had a busy week. I personally closed 2 plays, put 6 belly dancers out of business, and personally attended several love-ins. I need a rest.
Yeah, Vice runs you down, you know.
You ought to know. And what's the matter? No clients?
Are you worried about me, Dave?
You're the only guy I know who owns a yacht and eats leftover TV dinners. Cold yet.
Lieutenant?
Yeah,
Picture file for missing persons.
thanks.
See you around, Dave.
Hey, you're not through yet, Tony.
What do you mean? We found her. She's yours now.
Well, there's not enough left of her to recognize.
How about fingerprints?
There aren't any. See if she's one of these. Yeah. It's Manny.
Who?
Your bookie.
Oh, that man. I'm out of town. A little short.
The pictures. He's out of town. How the hell do I know where Rome is? And listen, Manny, you book one more bet off this line, I'm gonna run you in for impersonating a female.
I keep telling him he looks lousy in a miniskirt. She ain't here, Dave.
There'll be more coming in. The story's already on radio and television.
Now, look, don't keep calling me down every 15 minutes because some blonde runs out on her husband.
You got something better to do?
Yes, I have. Come on, let's hoist the martini flag.
Excuse me, Lieutenant.
I'm all through, John dear.
Uh-huh.
Is it okay, honey?
Yeah. Now go clean the bait buckets.
And after that?
I'll think of something.
Okay.
Hiya, Tony. I got a good thing for you in the fort.
The last thing you gave me were snowshoes.
But this is a sure thing.
Then why don't you bet it?
I play horses.
Any messages?
Bertie, any messages for Tony?
Oh, yes, John dear.
Well, what are you gonna do? Keep it a secret?
You wrote it down, honey.
That's right. It's between the 7th and the 8th. It's your answering service. I think you got a new client.
Give me the
They
message,
said
John.
it's very urgent. All they gave me was an address.
No name, just an address?
No name.
Which one are you? Sandra or Maria?
Hey, that's funny. I like a guy with a sense of humor. You got anything else funny to say?
Yeah, what sells best, the frozen peas or the corn? Ho, ho, ho.
You gotta be kidding. Toss it over on a chair. Easy. It was a very gutsy thing you just tried. I like gutsy guys.
You're pretty fast for a big man.
Yeah. Surprises folks. It surprised some of them right to death. Now, who are you?
I'm a private detective. Somebody called me up. Told me to meet him here.
Give me your wallet. Yeah, you're the one. I sent for you, Rome.
Well, you can put that cannon away. I'm a little insecure.
Sorry about that. Just being careful. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Have a seat. Comfy?
Yeah.
Now, that blonde dame you picked up in the drink, what'd she look like?
Dead.
Yeah, did she have a birthmark right here?
Oh, I didn't get that close to her.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't have been Sandra anyway. When she goes, it'll be in a sack and she'll take the guy with her. You're hired.
I don't appear nosy, but I had to do what?
I gotta find Sandra. She's supposed to live in this place with that Spanish broad, but she ain't showed.
Why don't you check with the Spanish dame?
I got my reasons. You're gonna find her for me.
Okay. But it'll cost you about $100 a day plus expenses.
I'm a little low on cash at the moment.
That puts us in the same bracket. But I don't think my bookmaker would understand my taking a charity case at this moment.
All right. Here. You can get $300 for that in any hawk shop, but hang on to the ticket. I'll buy it back from you when I lay my hands on some dough.
Yeah, okay. Just one more thing. Why are you trying to find this girl?
All you need to know is I told you to find her. And, pal, when I tell a guy to do something, it ain't healthy not to do it. Believe me.
Oh, I believe you. You got a very sincere manner.
Good. I like cooperative guys.
Listen, how do I find you?
You don't. I'll find you. And don't tell me, pal. I like guys who don't tell me.
Furthest thing from my mind. What's your name?
Gronsky. Waldo Gronsky.
Waldo?
Waldo.
Waldo.
Hey, buy a girl a drink? I bet we could relate real good.
I'm broke. You have to try me another time. You're still in love? I'm looking for Maria Barreto.
She's the one with the mirrors. Oh, if you're broke, forget it.
There's always the nice warm sunshine.
Oh, but who's gonna rub your back when you burn, baby?
That's a permit.
I gotta go express myself. Why don't you grab yourself some loot and come back, lover? I could turn you on.
I think you already did.
Hey, Bill.
Hello there.
Looking for a little excitement?
Maybe. What brand did you have in mind?
I got all kinds of notions once I'm in the mood.
A couple of drinks put you in a better mood.
You're hip. So how's about a bottle of champagne?
Why not? Waiter. Yeah? Bring a Magnum.
I wanted champagne.
Give her anything she wants.
Yes, sir.
What's your name, honey?
Tony Rome. I'm looking for Sandra Lomax.
You friend of hers?
Sorta.
Well, Sandra never told me anything about you.
She never told me anything about you either. It's a small world.
Ain't it? Who wants to talk about Sandra?
You don't get along?
We do, we don't. She has this habit of getting lost every time the rent's due.
When did you see her last?
Last night when she went to Kit Forrest's party. You know that society dish.
Yeah. I read her name in the garbage columns.
You know something?
What?
I like you. You got a cigarette? Still interested in Sandra?
No. You're way out in front now. You got any pictures of Sandra? What?
You mind very much if I give you a little tip?
No.
Why don't you stay away from her? The kid's got a boyfriend.
I asked a question. You got any pictures of Sandra?
No, she never took any pictures. Just guys.
Maria, darling, I hear oodles and oodles of repartee, but I don't see any drinking.
Hi, Danny. He was just asking me about Sandra. Danny Yale, Tony Rome.
How do you do?
How are you?
How about you getting up there and moving that fatty tissue, just like Victoria Grant?
It's not my turn again.
Forget it. Can't you hear? They're screaming for
We
you.
just ordered some champagne.
Forget it.
It's all right, baby. We'll drink it later at your house.
Promise?
That's a contract.
Okay. See you later.
Spotted her in a choir. But then, she's the one that brings them in around here.
She's lousy.
Oh, and you're a critic.
Like you're a dance director. Tell me about that other great piece of talent, Sandra Lomax.
What's it to you, sweet?
Well, you see, I got this here off-white block piece of cement. I'm trying to match up with a blonde.
Talking about that girl they fished out of the ocean this morning?
The very same.
Well, that couldn't have been Sandra, Dreamboat.
Now, just why couldn't that have been Sandra?
Because she got in touch with me this afternoon. She told me she was quitting.
And that leads me to two conclusions. You're lying.
Oh. Seymour! Sugar, please. Thank you. Now listen, sweetie. I don't have to tell you anything.
True. But I could get persuasive, and you might even get to like it.
But Seymour wouldn't. And he played tailback for the Green Bay Packers.
I know. I saw him play. He had the league record for illegal use of hands. In the huddle yet.
Well, shall I scream rape now or wait and phone in a complaint?
If you're asking me, I'd rather you press charges.
You're not a holdover from yesterday's bash.
Now, you left me off your list.
Whew. I can't think why. Everyone else was here.
My name is Rome, Tony Rome. I'm a private detective.
How disappointing. And I thought you were someone dangerous. I'm Kit Forrest.
Yes, I know.
Any trouble?
No, no trouble. I'm trying to locate somebody. I thought maybe you could help me.
Say, can't we discuss this over a bull shot?
Over a bull what?
Try one.
No, I never drink on an empty stomach.
I always seem to need another.
Miss Forrest, about that party you gave last night.
Isn't this bar ghastly? It's supposed to be one of Father's collection of early American pornography. He was such a lecher.
Was Sandra Lomax at your party last night?
Sandra?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure.
What do you mean, you're not sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I got kind of smashed early in the evening. I have what you might call a drinking problem.
I wouldn't have noticed.
Oral compensation. That's what I call it.
What's your shrink call it?
Just being a drunk.
You're a member of a large club.
I wonder how I would have turned out if I hadn't inherited a fortune.
Oh, I could think of a couple of occupations.
You see, money does have its restrictions.
Yeah. You're broadening me, but I'm still in the dark about Sandra Lomax. If she was here last night, who was she with?
Mr. Rome, you don't really expect me to know the people I invite.
I don't expect you to tell me anything you don't want to. And that robe is making me nervous.
You don't like it?
You'd look good in a paper napkin, but that wouldn't get me any answers.
I'm sorry. What do you say I slip out of this bath now? It could all come back to me. I'll only be a minute. Oh, and if you need anything, there's a butler.
Be more fun with the maid.
I have one of those, too.
You have to count.
1.
What's that make it, Paul?
Dad, we don't have to play this for money.
How do you expect me to be good if I don't bet myself?
You've got to keep your eye on the ball.
How can he keep his eye on the ball? All his life he's been looking back to see us chasing him.
Hello? Oh, hello, my dear. You did right, sweetheart. Just don't say nothing. We'll be right over. Come on, Paul. We got an appointment.
2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1.
Like it?
I like the real thing better. Anything come back to you? Last night.
Haven't I seen you around the track?
Yeah, I bounced in and out of there once in a while.
You a hunch player like me?
No, I lose my money scientifically.
Excuse me. About last night, you were asking me to refresh my memory. There's someone who might help me.
Hi. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Don't she look nice? Well, say it. She's beautiful. You was well advised to call, my dear. Well advised. Is this the bum's been bothering you?
Ah, Mr. Al Mungar, pillar of the community. This is my red letter day for meeting the upper crust. First the shark, now the barracuda.
I'd be careful with that mouth of yours. I could put my foot in it.
You know Mr. Munger?
Like I know Bonnie and Clyde.
Well, this is his son, Paul. Tony Rowe.
My son and business consultant.
Which department? Blood banks?
You. You and me are going for a little walk. Paul, you stay here with Kit.
Al, listen,
Please, relax. I'm not allowed to get mad these days. Doctor's orders.
I'd feel a hell of a lot calmer if I could get another medical opinion.
Ain't gonna be no problem.
Don't worry, Miss Forrest. Whatever he doesn't break, I get to keep. Hey, you could have gotten rid of me with one small scream.
Come on, Mr. Rome. We walk.
We walk.
You know, Paul and Kit would make a beautiful couple. You never know. They could wind up married.
Yeah, the gang in cell block 8 would love that.
For your information, wise guy, my boy made All-American in Amherst.
And you're not ashamed? With all those other guys burning their draft cards, your kid becomes an All-American?
1, 2. 1, 2. 1.
Get it out of your mind.
Company.
This is business.
Ain't you gonna introduce me?
Go lose yourself for an hour.
What am I supposed to do?
Read a book.
For a whole hour?
Look at the pictures.
Reminds me, I gotta get Santini's kid a catcher's mitt.
I told you, get it out of your mind.
I wonder what part of her I paid for. I lost a few $1,000 in your gambling joints.
That's the old monger. Everything I run now is legit.
Like Jilly's?
That's a respectable business.
Oh, yeah. I met the queen who runs it. Tell me something, Al. What's your noble concern about this little girl over here?
She's my neighbor.
You go over once in a while and borrow a couple bullets?
Now, look, Rome. Just because I'm wearing a white hat now don't mean I can't hire some pro to put you in traction for roping us. You make me blow up. I like to be nice to people. Now get out of here and stay away from that girl. And this broad, too.
Car 77, proceed to 85 Meridian. Resident claims there is a drunk molesting her. Car 46, go to St. Agnes Convent. Mother Superior charges nun's habit stolen from laundry.
She was knifed, nice and clean.
What are you doing here?
Give me a minute, I'll think of something.
Did you know her?
Yeah, we talked.
I got 2 murders on my hands. If you got something, give it to me.
I could throw you a few hints, Dave. You might start at Jilly's, where there's a fun couple named Danny Yale and a butch girlfriend named Seymour. Or you could find Al Mungar and lean on him a little bit. And, last but not least, there's a very good-looking broad who's got a crazy breaststroke named Kit Forrest.
What ties them all together?
Could be cement.
Hurry back, John dear. My mother's coming to dinner.
Oh, that's good news.
How's the nags treating you?
Hey, who knows some nags? I don't bet horses. What's with the nags?
Is the Rome up?
I think so.
Good morning, Tony.
Hello, Dave.
What are you looking for?
My shoe.
Why don't you try the icebox?
That's where I keep my ties.
A few more blondes for missing persons. I talked to Kit Forrest. She said you've been around to see. I asked her about Sandra Lomax.
That's right.
She said she told you all she knew.
Did you try to squeeze her a little bit?
You got any idea who she is?
Yeah. $30 million worth of influence. And I also gather that while you're in the neighborhood, you dropped over to see Mr. Mungar.
Yeah. You paid a call, asked him some questions. He didn't have the answers.
Mm-hmm. You didn't squeeze him either, did you?
A lot of important people like him.
Yeah, he gives a lot of money to Little League ball clubs and funeral parlors. What about Danny Yale?
He never left Chili's. But I got a lead on the Maria Barreto killing.
No.
The woman who lives across the street said she saw a man run out of Maria's houseboat. An unusually big man in a suit too small for him.
Color suit, brown?
Yeah. Yeah, you know who he is? The hell you don't. I figured you weren't following up Maria Barreto's lead just out of curiosity. Now, what are you up to?
Nothing. Now, Dave, listen to me. I got a lady coming over here in a little while, and I promised her to give her a diving lesson. It wouldn't be good for your morale.
Now, look, Tony, don't hold out on me.
Hello, Ruby. Can I see you a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the lady's with me.
We're all friends, don't worry. Listen, enjoy the show. Won't take me long. Ain't it murder? They never have any towels in these joints.
Pardon me, lady.
Which one you want to bet on?
Me?
You look beautiful.
The chief thinks so. 3 hookers have been robbed in this area in the past week. I got the job.
You want to make 35 cents?
Hey, don't laugh. I had 3 offers already today.
I want to know about a guy named Waldo Gronsky.
The mad Russian? I haven't seen him since I picked him up for a gas station heist a few years back.
What else you know about?
Hey, he's strictly a loner. He's been heisting cat houses, banks ever since he was a kid.
He sounds like a tough customer.
Oh, he's crazy considering some of the things he's done.
Like what?
Oh, like heisting the big boys in the floating poker games.
That could be a dangerous occupation.
Dangerous. I think we did Gronsky a favor when we picked him up.
How come?
Well, the word was out that he heisted a bundle from one of the big boys the same week.
Which big boy?
I don't know, but I know somebody was after him.
How did you find out?
Oh, anonymous phone tip from a guy.
But now that he's out, where does he hang his hat, this guy?
I don't know. I can make a phone call. The parole officer would know.
Okay, make the call.
Okay.
Wait a minute, dearie. You got your purse.
Oh, I always forget.
Let's go.
Thanks.
There you go, pal. I told her it wouldn't take long. She's all yours.
Thanks. Unwind me. All you broads are all alike. Get lost.
Men.
you know? Just you?
Mm-hmm. Just like last time. Only different. This time, I got the gun and the questions, and you got the answers. Now, just lift that cannon out of your belt and throw it over here.
Why don't you come take it off me?
Now, look, if you're trying to scare me, you're doing a hell of a job. You're also scaring my trigger finger now. Get that thing out of there and throw it over here.
Why the gun, pal? I'm a client, remember?
Uh-huh. That's why I'm going to give you a chance to tell your side of it. You were seen running out of the Barreto houseboat. And she was found stabbed.
She was that way when I got there. Hey, wait a minute. If the fuzz is after me, how's come they ain't here?
Because all they got's a description of you. They ain't tied it to you yet.
Pal, I didn't puncture the Barreto dame. I mean, why should I? It's Sandra I want to get my hands on.
Why?
I just wrapped up 2 years in the joint on account of that bitch ratted on me.
You sure it was her?
Couldn't have been nobody else. She was the only one who knew where I was holed up.
Wait a minute. You didn't hire me to take care of one of your personal beefs. Now, why do you want this chick?
My business.
No, I'm dealing.
Says which?
This 38 says which.
That? Oh, pal. A little 38 slug ain't gonna stop me.
Now, hold it. Now, let me plug you now.
No, I wouldn't. It might make me sore.
Put the heater on the table. Don't be dumb, Gronsky. This ain't no 38 I'm holding. A 45 will blow your head off at this range. Okay, Chef. Who are you?
I'm a registered nurse, but if this ain't a convenient time, I can go.
Remain. What are we gonna do with him? We can't leave him here.
Oh, we can leave him.
Dead. Hey, why bother with me?
No trouble. Right between the eyes.
Outside, where the water's nice and deep. All right, let's move.
You wouldn't want me to leave without my garment, would you?
All right, let's move.
Hey, maybe we could kick this around and meet the press, huh?
Come on, move.
Beautiful day, huh?
Yeah.
Stay loose.
What?
I said, stay loose. What's with that guy?
He won't order any more drinks.
That other bastard nearly tore my leg off. Get me the hell out of here. I know a place where I can hold up.
Where?
Mabel's parlor over on 123rd Street.
Didn't you ever hear Diet Foods?
Stop with the jokes and get me to Mabel's.
Yeah.
That tears it.
All right, get in the car. Give me the gun. And the other one.
Greedy.
Let's go.
Stay loose, pal.
Again? he could have your badge for police brutality?
Huh? Any trouble with him?
No, sir.
Good. If you start something, don't hesitate to use your weapon.
I think I can manage to keep the prisoner subdued without resorting to the use
Look,
of...
Levine, one of these days you're going to have to decide between going to a civil liberties benefit or a policeman's ball.
Yes, sir.
How's your head?
I never have any trouble with my head. How are you doing, pal?
Better than you are, Waldo.
You're charged with number one, Gronsky. Not to mention roughing up 2 policemen and damaging a patrol car.
You're a menace to urban renewal.
That old lady just signed a statement that you were the one she saw run out of Maria's houseboat.
Yeah. Did you get out clean?
Yeah, those 2 bums had a record as long as a phone book.
Well, nobody regrets their loss.
Nobody except maybe Al Munger.
And he says he doesn't know them. Or you.
Is that a fact?
Is it?
What's Munger got against you?
I don't know. Maybe he's jealous I give more to Boys Town. I got another job for you, pal. They're pinning a bum rap on me. Lieutenant, my orange juice, please.
If it's a bum rap, open up and be honest with us for a change.
What? So you can use every word to sew me up tighter?
Rome isn't likely to turn up something we can't.
Lieutenant, the law works for the law. Rome works for money. That makes him easy to trust.
No. Oh, no. You've been throwing me like a knuckleball. Too many people die around you.
$5,000?
I'm in.
Yeah. You can get $5 grand for that any place. Check it out, Lieutenant. It ain't hot. Yeah. You get it if you can prove that I didn't kill that Beretta girl. If you can't, you give it back. Then I use it to hire myself a smart lawyer who will tell you that I got a right to talk to my eye alone.
Right now, you're lucky to have bedpan privileges. I want some answers.
I am very nauseous and in no condition to be grilled.
Look, I'm warning you, Gronsky.
Lieutenant, can't you see my client has had a very grueling day?
Okay. You got 5 minutes.
You think this place is bugged?
If it is, Waldo, they're in a lot of trouble. Now tell me something. While you were watching that houseboat, who else went in or out of that house beside the girl?
A guy. Guy went in while the Barretto gal was out. Let himself in with the key, hung around a few minutes, and came out with a couple of suitcases.
What did he look like?
Well, he had on some motorcycle glasses, a lot of hair around the ears.
Was he perchance wearing tight pants?
Yeah. Yeah, he had on pants so tight you could have rolled him.
I'll get this cleaned.
Hey, Rome. You know him?
We're not too crazy about each other.
What have you got?
A complaint. There's a night nurse on this floor who's been making improper advances toward my client.
Ain't this the shamus who came in the other day, Danny?
Honey Sherwin's pretty good. He caught the real you, didn't he?
You got the hot stream boat. You are in the wrong room.
You're the one who turns me on.
Don't say that. Seymour has a jealous streak.
What the hell you want?
I'm just curious why Sandra didn't pick up her things when she left the bungalow.
I told you. I do not have to talk to you.
That's true. But I couldn't make a pain in the ass of myself.
How do you know she didn't?
Because you did. You were seen coming out of there with the baggage.
So I picked her things up. What's that supposed to mean? She asked me to drop them off at the airline baggage terminal. Said she had a lot to do.
You're a tender one, aren't you, Danny? Yeah, dame quits on you and you go through all this trouble for her?
No trouble. She was a good kid.
She was a good kid?
She ain't here now. That's all I know.
Neither is Maria Barreto.
Poor kid.
Yeah. You know, if you keep losing girls like this, you may have to turn a few tricks yourself.
Look, I hope the bastard that killed Maria gets the chair.
He will. And if it turns out that Sandra got dead before you picked up her things, you could be in a lot of trouble. Accessory to murder. Trouble. Oh, big trouble.
On your way, sweetheart. Conversation is over.
You know, you could spill everything you know now before the cops make you do it the hard way. Think about it.
He told you, butt out.
What's the matter? Am I making him nervous?
Seymour, if he does not walk out of here now, I want to hear him bounce.
Move, or I'm gonna throw a block into you, baby, for keeps.
Seymour. Seymour!
Would you like to try that again for instant replay? Sweetheart.
One ticket on number 5.
3 tickets on number 6.
Give me a ticket on number 3.
The horses are on the track, ladies and gentlemen, for the final race of the day, the Gulfstream Park Handicap.
Hi. Your answering service finally gave you the message.
Yeah, they got me.
I waited for you at home as long as I could.
Remember me? I was told to keep out of your neighborhood.
Al Munger? He likes to keep an eye on me.
What's he do with his other eye?
The horses are at the gate.
It's not what you think. He's really very sweet.
Oh, he's a lovely man. Lovely man. What did you want from me, Miss Forrest?
Look, it's a lovely day. Can't we enjoy the races together?
Smart move.
They're all in the gate. The flag is up.
What's yours on this one?
Fancy that.
Oh, that's my pick, too. Sorry.
And they're off and running. Bud broke on top with 30 points and Wild Page a close second. Having passed the stands for the first time, it's Bud in the middle of the track. Wild Page second on the rail. Dance on third. Followed by Aces up. Prince Valley, Jethro, and Pennsylvania.
Come on, Fancy!
Hey!
Third on the outside.
When you want to yell in a winner, you gotta cool it. Play it cool.
Oh. That's the secret, Mr. Rowe.
Right.
Well, you've got no chance with me. I'm a loser.
Not with me, you won't be.
Bud in front by 1 length. The spoiler on the outside, and Aces up in the middle of the track. Out of the turn and into the stretch, it's Bud in front. The spoiler second, Aces up third, and Fancy That is flying along the rail.
Come on! Fancy That! Fancy That! Come on!
It's Fancy That coming off the rail and challenging Bud. Fancy That and Bud.
Who won?
We did.
You know, we just may be good for each other.
That's a nice thought. Hang on to it. Get your bag. Let's go.
Five's the point. The lady's point is 5. Shoot up from 5.
Let me see. 6 and a 4 10. Shoot up from 5. 6. Let me see that.
A 2 and a 3.
The fight has been made. What are you betting, lady?
Let it ride.
400's open. Who's
Come
got
on, lady,
400?
shoot the
How
dice.
about you,
Scratch
no?
I'll take 50.
200. Careful, Charlie's taking 200. 150's open.
Hey, Tony, you want some?
No, I'm empty.
Come on, ladies. Rattle the
150's
dice.
still open. 150's open. 150 open. 150 open. Hey, Tony. She's had the dice for over an hour.
She likes to hold on to things.
Where'd you find this ring?
In the yellow pages.
Well, congratulations.
Call me anytime.
150's open. 150 open.
How much do you want?
They don't plunge.
Be good to me.
145's now open.
Covered.
All right, lady, shoot.
Please, sir, you're scratching the casket.
Quiet, Melvin. Shoot, lady.
Be there, baby.
The point is 4.
50 says she makes it.
She don't need no help.
Gentlemen, it's getting late, and this lovely casket is scheduled for delivery.
Quiet, Melvin. The lady's point is still 4.
Hey, little Joe.
Mr. Rome,
Yes?
you're reclining on our custom casket. You'll scratch it.
You know the fella you're eventually going to put in here won't know the difference? Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, dear.
The lady's point is 4.
Gentlemen, please, please.
Quiet,
One more.
Melvin. The lady's point is still 4.
Hope. Be there. Little Joe, the hard way.
Well, I guess that about does it, lady. Hey, Mr. Rome.
Yeah.
Henceforth, any future floating crap game that I arrange, I wish to inform you as of this date that this broad is to be personally excluded. Understood?
Understood.
Agreed?
Agreed.
I thank you.
It's all right.
I got a sneaking suspicion you would not break down if I gambled in a different morgue.
Lady, please, don't come back soon, huh?
You're cute. Here.
I'm cute.
Hey, you talk funny.
Very quiet on the way out, please.
We'll leave as quiet as we were going out horizontally.
Thank you. That would be lovely. Good night.
Ta-ta.
Senorita Forrest, I owe you my life. You bring me here to this country. You helped me all these years. But this bugs me.
Tony, you want an onion on this one?
No, thanks.
I have tried to call this Annie Sherwin bum on the phone 6 times already. He never answered. To find out what take off with this stuff. It's sticky like glue.
When did it happen?
The night he told me he coming from your party. Yeah, your party. And he walked in here stinky drunk. And he said to me, I want that wall. And I said to him, listen, my friend, that wall belonged to Paco Gonzalez. And he said to me, that wall belonged to prosperity. What a lousy thing to say to a Cuban. But anyway, when I tried to stop him, he was like a crazy man.
I think it looks pretty nice, Paco.
It's beautiful. Beautiful, maybe for a man's room, but not for a family pool hall. Can you imagine a father come here with his kids to shoot a pool, okay? And he line up a shot over here, take a one look at the wall, look at the cagan, finish the whole thing.
I think you got a problem.
Paco, what's the matter with you? People pay Arnie Sherwin a lot of money for a mural like this.
They pay him a lot of money for dicks? What a crazy country.
Pero te digo una cosa, ese sinvergüenza viene para acá, le voy a
No,
romper
no,
la
no,
cabeza.
but I wouldn't do that, Paco.
Maybe you're right.
Some for the road, huh?
Are we going steady now?
Since 4 o'clock this afternoon. What time is it now?
Sometime before 3. I think it's about time. You got some chili on your pretty dress.
Yeah. Your place or mine?
I got a crazy spot remover. Buenas noches, Paco.
Bourbon a good spot remover?
That's about what you're trying to forget.
I'll have mine on the rocks.
You drink too much.
You smoke too much.
We gotta go our separate ways. You called me today. What did you want?
You want that out of the way first?
You said it was urgent.
Well, I have an insatiable longing for affection. Is that urgent enough?
Not quite. We've been playing a lot of funny games since we left the racetrack. Now, what the hell do you want?
I want to hire you.
For what?
Well, when Sandra came to my party the other night, she showed me a picture someone had taken of me. It was a nasty picture with a married man. She said if I wanted the negative, I better come up with $5,000, and a man would be around to pick it up the next day.
So when I showed up, you thought I was the man. And that's how Munger got into it.
I didn't know who else to call. And Al said to turn to him when the blackmailer came.
Did this guy ever show up?
No. But then, late last night, I got a phone call from Sandra. She said to send the $5,000 to Jane Smith, care of General Delivery, Las Vegas.
You want to hire me to go to Vegas to try to pick up that negative, and then hang around there until I find Sandra. That it?
I'll pay you the usual fee, plus a bonus.
What's a bonus?
You tell me.
How about $30 million? That shouldn't be too steep. To get that body off the slab in the county morgue and ship it to Vegas?
I don't know what you're talking about. I told you I just talked to Sandra last night. What don't you believe?
All of it.
Why?
Because you're moving toward me a little bit too fast. I figure you got a deal, and you want to bargain for something I want.
And you don't want it?
I didn't say that. When I want it, I don't want to trade for it.
Just what do you figure I want to trade?
I'm not too sure. But I know it's not that phony picture you're talking about.
You think I can afford to let that be passed around?
You can afford anything, Miss Forrest. Maybe even Al Munger. Maybe you're the kind of dame collects hoods. I used to know a broad collected bullfighters.
You are a bastard, Mr. Rome.
My mother wouldn't like that. Honey
Yeah.
sure went in?
You know ya?
Not yet. I'm Tony Rome, friend of Kit Forrest.
Oh, come in. I'm his receptionist, you know. Everyone wants Arnie to do 'em, so I got to screen 'em, you know. That's me. He sure gets down to the gut level, don't he?
You lost a hell of a lot of weight, baby.
Arnie, can I go to the John?
No, don't move a muscle.
Arnie,
Yeah?
he's a friend of Kip Forrest's.
Oh, yeah, sure. I've seen you around.
Oh, where?
For parties, right?
But I didn't make the last one. Were you there?
Listen, when she puts in the call, I run. See all this? She set it up. All those social contacts. How do you think I made it on talent?
I wouldn't know. I'm a detective.
A cop? Oh, come on. I kicked the habit months ago. I'm
Take it
straight
easy.
honest.
Take it easy. Take it easy. All I want is some answers.
You don't mind if they stay, do you? They kind of relax me.
Yeah, me too.
Arnie, can I go to the John?
No!
About the party at Kit Forrest's house the other night, did you meet a girl named Sandra Lomax?
No, she split before we got there.
Do you know her?
Sure.
How'd the party get started?
Well, there was the four of them. Yale and Sandra, Kit and Paul Munger. They went over to Kit's house together.
Paul Munger?
Well, sure. Kit's been hot for him for at least a month.
Was Kit alone when you got there?
Well, everybody was drinking a lot, you know, Kit. But it wasn't big enough, so Yale and Paul went out to try to dig up a mob. Yale picked me up, and then Paul came in with his crowd later.
Arnie, please, can I go to the John?
No!
Tell me something. Was Kit alone when you got there?
Stoned. She never saw us. Paul put her to bed, and the party went on without her.
What about the Lomax kids? You ever come back?
Uh-uh. The way I got it, she and Kit had a fight before we got there.
About what?
Well, who knows with broads? Think it might be something important like peace?
Yeah. Did you ever do a sketch of Sandra Lomax?
No.
Think you could do one from memory?
Easy, except I don't draw on spec.
I know. I can see you have a large family. How's plenty?
I should smudge my fingers for that?
Hey, I don't want the whole body, just the face. You don't even have to sign it.
Arnie,
Go ahead, baby.
Thank you.
Homicide, Santini. Dave there?
He's left for the day.
Okay.
Hey, Tiger.
Uncle Tony.
Hiya, son. How you feel?
Great.
Where's everybody?
Hey, Rose, look what showed up. Tony.
Hello, Dave.
Hi, Tony.
Rose?
Fine. What happened to his chin?
Fell off of my skateboard.
Oh, the way Dave rushed home, you thought he had a concussion or something. Hey, you'll stay for lunch, won't you?
Please.
Okay, you talked me into it.
What'd you bring me this time?
It's a big surprise. Close your eyes. Open.
Boy, a catcher's mitt. Just what I wanted. How'd you know?
I get those hot flashes once in a while.
Gee, thanks, Tony.
Okay.
Come on, Tiger, I need you in the kitchen.
Say, Dave.
Yeah.
The dame in the morgue is Sandra.
How do you know? Here's an artist's drawing of her.
Hey, Rose, that's pretty good lasagna.
Wasn't lasagna, it was quiche Lorraine.
I'll get it.
Tony, how long you gotta go to school to be a detective?
All the way, son.
To the 6th grade?
Yep, exactly. And that's just long enough to learn to read lipstick prints on a paper cup.
Gee,
Here's my spitter.
it's not legal.
You're a wise guy. Here's a slider. Time. I think I threw my arm out.
Rose,
Yeah?
isn't it time for that kid to take his bath?
Dave.
Now.
But Dave, it's only...
Rose, please.
It's okay, Mom. I know Dad's feeling bad. Tomorrow, I'll take you fishing or something. But you don't have to go, unless you want to.
I wanna. So long, pal.
So long, Dad.
Come on, Tiger.
So long, Tiger.
So long, Uncle Tony.
See you, Rose. What the hell's the matter with you? What's eating?
Danny Yale was found in his club, dead.
The knife off your boat in his belly. My fingerprints all over it, right?
We'll check out.
And the witness who was there says he saw it all. Mr. Munger's got a tape, doesn't he? Sure, I had a beef with Yale. It's a frame, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but it's a tight one. I gotta take you in, Tony. But you'll get all the help I can give you.
Against Munger? Don't kid yourself. You couldn't drag him downtown to question him after you pulled that poor broad out of the bay. What are you going to be, my character witness? You're going to tell him we were once cops together and I have dinner here once in a while?
Sorry.
Me too.
You know better, Tony. I gotta take you in.
Dave, this frame's too tight. I've got to stay loose so I can pin Munger.
That's my job.
You're not big enough for it.
Hold it. I'm still taking you in.
You going to shoot me, Dave?
Car 45 to Central.
Central to car 45. Okay.
Reporting hit and run, personal injury. 61 blue Ford convertible. Last seen traveling south of 36th Street Causeway. License number 1W17395. 45 out.
Come on, out of the car. Out.
I'm Lieutenant
Out.
Santini, Miami
Out.
Homicide.
Get your hands.
Here's my
Get your
identification.
hands.
Here, read this, dope.
Tell us about that woman you ran down on Bayshore Drive.
What woman?
Hey, this guy is a cop.
Thanks. You, radio headquarters. Tell him I spotted Ron with the fountain glow. Hey, you with the brains, come with me.
Attention, please. Your attention, please. 2 canasta players are needed immediately. Please report to the front desk and ask for Mr. Music.
Hello? A Colt charter boat.
It's Tony.
Tony, lucky you called. I got a sure thing for you in the tent. Lord George.
Malicious on the outside wouldn't help me.
Look, by the way, there's a bunch of cops down here looking for you.
Oh, that's nice of you to sandwich us in between tips. Can you bust loose?
I'm boxed in. There's a patrol boat out here waiting for me to lead them to you. And at the end of the dock, there's a bunch of cops with plainclothesmen, and they look like they're not interested in me. And at the other end of the dock over here, also plainclothesmen with cops, also not interested in me.
Yeah. So we don't waste a dime on 1 to 5th at Gulfstream.
Moisha the second.
Box on that horse.
Yeah, sad, ain't it?
All around, it's a bad day for losers.
Oh, pardon me, sir. I didn't know they reassigned this cabana. You new in Miami?
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. I can do you a lot of good, pal.
Matter of fact.
Like, say you rent a car while you're here. You gotta pay by the mile, right? So why pay it all? Just bring the car around to me. I know how to fix a speedometer. That way, you ride it around all you want, and when you take it back in, shows maybe 10, 15 miles you gotta pay for.
That sounds exciting.
I figure, what the hell? I save a nice guy like you some dough that way. You'll probably pay me for my trouble out of what I save you, right?
Seems logical.
You need a date? I'm your boy on that line, too. Just tell me what you got in mind. If you like the amateurs, there's plenty of free stuff down here on vacation I can put you next to.
We interrupt our afternoon show to bring you a special news bulletin. Daniel Yale, manager of Jilly's, a well-known Miami Beach go-go club, was found stabbed to death yesterday in his office after an allegedly violent quarrel with Anthony Rome, a Miami Beach private detective. Police are now combing Miami for Rome, reported last seen traveling north on Collins Avenue in a stolen police car. We now return you to Daniel Boone.
Now, if you want more excitement, I know some broads that'll give you a hot time for the... What's that for?
You are a walking encyclopedia full of information, and I don't want to lose you.
You're that guy they're looking for. The one we just saw on TV.
That's me.
Oh, geez, mister. You're not gonna...
Not unless you become emotionally involved, I won't.
Oh, please, mister. Don't shoot me with that. I only got 6 more payments left on my Ford.
I'll tell the loan company where to send the flowers.
I'll do anything.
Just sit there and shut up.
Me? I never was a big talker.
Hold it right there, buddy. It gets better. How much?
I didn't have a chance to put the flag down.
Here, put the flag down.
Ya sigo más locos en total.
Doesn't Lionel throw the grooviest parties?
I never miss him.
You looking for somebody, Lieutenant?
Yeah, Captain, but I think we got him now.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I wonder if you could explain to me how the hell he got away in a police car.
You want to go over that again?
In connection with alarm previously submitted for one Anthony Rome, wanted for a homicide, knife. He is presently believed to be in the area of the Fontainebleau Hotel. Cars 954, 652, 125 respond. Cover from all sides.
Miss Flores,
Yes.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's a killer on the loose.
Oh, well, if I see a killer, I'll call.
Thank you.
We're okay. They're gone.
You got any idea what the penalty is for harboring a killer?
Hadn't really given it much thought. Hey, you still don't trust me, do you?
You just got funny neighbors.
Here. You look like you need it.
Thank you. You could still turn me in, you know.
Yeah. Is that why you came here?
No, I'm tired of running. Why'd you lie to the cops?
It's an old family tradition. Anyone who is tired and helpless, give.
It's a nice service.
And I've got a strong charity drive.
And right now, I'm just a kid who needs a little charity. Question.
Yeah.
Why is Mungar protecting you?
I told you.
I don't buy it.
Tony. You gotta get out of Miami.
Now, while I'm this busy?
No, you've got to. You didn't kill Danny Yale.
What makes you so sure?
I know.
Maybe I did it to cover up for you.
Cover up for me? What?
Murder.
Oh, you can't mean that.
Try me.
And I'm stupid enough to think that this means something to you.
Maybe it does. Before we ride on to any higher thrills, I want to hear your side of it.
I can't remember.
Maybe I can help you. This is how nice and pretty Sandra Lomax looked before they took her out of the water. Now, talk to me, kid. Paul and Yale left that girl with you the night of the party, and when they returned, she was gone because she was dead. And you dragged Mungar in to cover up for you.
I can't remember.
Whomever you're protecting's not helping you, Kit.
I'm used to it.
Maria Barreto isn't.
Who's Maria Barreto?
She was Sandra's roommate. Mungar forgot to mention her, huh? She was found knifed. It was done in order to keep me off your tail. And Danny Yale was killed for the very same reason.
I didn't know anything about it.
Does it matter?
Yes, it does.
Why? Tell me.
Sandra and I were quarreling over Paul. And he thought it was a big joke. He kept egging us on and getting me so drunk. And I just don't remember it all. I guess that when Sandra and I were alone together, we got more violent. I'm not sure. Must have blacked out. When I woke up, she was lying on the floor, dead. And I found this in my hand, with her blood all over it. And I must have stabbed her.
And you don't remember doing it?
No. I was drunk. I blacked out. That happens, doesn't it?
It's possible. You keep this thing around to remind yourself of it?
Breathe deeply, Officer Levine.
He was very unreasonable. I kept telling him I deplored violence.
You'll be in surgery in a few minutes. You're going to be all right.
Sterling, you want to tell me about it?
It was horrible. Horrible. When I got here, Levine was hanging from that pulley in there, unconscious. Then Gronsky came after me.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Nurse, were you on duty?
Yeah.
And?
It was like the hurricane of '54.
What about you, Doc?
Well, I can't add anything. We'll have to wait for Officer Levine to come out of surgery.
How long will that be?
Difficult to say.
Now, tell me, just what is the nature of your malady, Mr. Norman? Huh? What I mean is, are you interested in improving muscle tone, reducing, or...
Oh, I'm nervous.
Well, I'm sure one of our trained experts can help relieve your tension.
Thank you.
Miss Ford.
Will you take care of Mr. Norman?
Certainly. Hello, Mr. Norman.
How are you?
Now, why don't you just call me Bunny, huh?
Yes, Mabel said.
Oh, I will, Bunny.
Bye, Mr. Douglas.
Yes, we are.
See you tomorrow.
I hope.
Now, when you go home, go right to bed and get plenty of sleep.
Right.
I'll try.
Now, before I make out your chart, may I ask who recommended you to our slurry?
Relax, Mabel. I don't want to rub down. I want to see the moose.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Gronsky. Don't tell me he's not back there.
Are you with the cops?
If I was, I'd have come up here in a tank.
What makes you think he's here?
We have an arrangement.
What do you want with him?
Now, don't stall, Mabel. You're liable to get him very mad.
Well, you can understand. I don't want to see him get hurt.
Waldo get hurt?
don't like a guy which turns off the TV set while I'm watching.
I have come here to entertain you.
Did I send for you?
Baby, he said you had an arrangement.
All right, butt out, butt out. I want to talk to my associate.
Okay, sugar.
Why'd you kill her, Waldo?
I told you. Hey, I hired you to spring me, not ask questions.
I'm not talking about the Spanish broad. I'm talking about Sandra.
Now, if I'd killed her, I'd know where she was, wouldn't I? So why am I still looking for her?
Because you knew she had the hots for Paul. You knew it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it. I even called them together once. Or was it twice?
How come he's still alive?
I got my reasons. He pulled a knife on me. And I don't like guys which pull knives on me. So I took it away from him. And carved my initials on his ass. WG. Looked kind of groovy.
I didn't know that kid was a shiv man.
The best.
What makes you such an expert on Munger's son?
You're the smart shamus. You figure it out.
All right, how's this for a start? He tipped you off to all of Mungar's big games, and you walked in and heisted them.
Well, you might say we was partners.
Until the day of the big haul, and then he told the fuzz where to pick you up.
It was abroad. She blew the whistle on me. Why would Paul want to screw up a good thing we had going? I heisted over 170 grand.
You mean Paul did? And you split the take, gave your end of it to Sandra, and then he conned her out of it.
Yeah. And then dumped her in a drink. The rotten bastard.
Come on, let's go.
Where we going?
Make a deal.
I ain't got time. I'm going after Paul.
You'll get him. Maybe this time you can carve your full name.
Where?
On his ass. Where else?
You're not using your knife effectively, Dad.
I should keep him out in the center, huh?
Right.
Al.
Kid, come in. Sit down.
I'm going to the police.
Oh, kid. You have to forget about it. You gotta act like it didn't happen.
But it did. Sandra's dead.
It was an accident. You didn't mean to hurt her, did you? Honey, I know something about this business. If you don't plan to knock 'em off, it never happened. You get enough pain thinking about things you did on purpose.
Al, I just can't keep it in anymore.
You can keep everything inside. Sometimes you need help to keep the lid on. Now, don't worry, honey. It'll all be all right. She'll be all right.
She'll be all right. She's going to talk. We've got to knock her off.
Knock her off? Who the hell do you think you are, Bugs Moran?
No, just the son of an ex-folk hero. You pulled some colorful capers in your time, Al.
That's over. Buried.
Is it? You tell me who I am besides the son of a hood.
What I was, you had nothing to do with.
Thanks for nothing. But just remember, if she talks, it's your neck.
She ain't gonna talk.
You're right, Al. She won't talk. I'll make sure of that.
You're not gonna touch her.
I'm not? You want to ask them? You're retired, Al. Or did you forget that?
I tried to go clean, and you dragged me down to this. You were gonna make up for every lousy thing I was ashamed of.
Maybe I never was ashamed. I've been a student, Dad. And you had style. Real style. Hey, take Pop upstairs and turn on the Late Show. Maybe there's a gangster picture on. Pop, come on, move. Move. Could have been quite a dynasty. The Mungers and the Forests. Too bad you got that tinge of conscience.
Ain't it, though?
You must be on some kind of trip, Roland. You figure on taking me before the police get to you?
Cool it, Waldo. Hold it.
You're pretty stupid, Rome.
Not nearly as stupid as you if you used a knife on that girl. Now, the cops think I killed Danny Yale, but you and I know different, don't we?
We do?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm ready to trade.
What have you got that I want?
Him.
Me?
You.
What do I want with him?
Yeah.
You need an out for the Lomax murder. He's a perfect patsy.
I'm a what?
Say, Paul, I don't know whether this is important or not. Your father said he'd rather not watch the gangster pictures, so I let him watch the cowboys and Indians. All right?
Hiya.
As I was saying, you need a patsy.
I've got one. Her.
Wrong. The letter opener she thinks she killed Lomax with wouldn't bruise a grape. It had to be done by a pro.
Like him?
Like him. So, I give you Gronsky for Lomax, and I get a patsy for Danny Yale.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. One of these bums for Yale. And Gronsky for Sandra. You got a deal.
God tears it.
Hey, Waldo, can I talk to you?
Now!
Right now.
I'm a little busy at the moment.
Can you take a coffee break?
Excuse me a moment. Hey, I want to talk to you before you talk to me.
Talk.
Did you really mean that about trading me off to that bum?
The way you were hitting this season? No way.
Hey, you're a nice kid.
Homicide, Santini. What do you got?
2 of a kind.
Not enough. 3 kings. Odds or evens?
Evens.
3.
2.
You lose.
I always lose.
Now get your gear on and go over the side.
All right, but I don't understand why we have to do treasure hunting things when I've got $30 million.
Kid.
Yeah?
Never mind about the treasure hunt.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'll take us up.